Hello, Danny Sanders said softly. I'm sorry if I woke you. The nurse told me it was all right to wait here. I looked up at him in amazement. He was the last person in the world I expected to visit me in the hospital. Before you tell me how much you hate me, he said, let me tell you that I'm sorry about what happened. I don't hate you, I managed to say. He smiled sadly. Can I sit down? I've been standing here about 15 minutes. I thought he looked a little like the pictures I'd seen of Abraham Lincoln before he grew his beard. I called your father last night, so he gets some inkling that he knows his father. And then Danny, Reuben isn't very nice. He says, how does it feel to know you've made someone blind in one eye? And he looked at me expressionless. What do you want me to say? The voice wasn't angry, it was sad. You want me to say I'm miserable? Okay, I'm miserable. That's all, only miserable? How do you sleep nights? So, you know, it's, I mean, let's face it, Reuben is a bit of a square. So then his father comes in later and says, you did a foolish thing, Reuben. He's very stern with him. This is around page 64 or so. You remember what the Talmud's father always quoted the Talmud says? The person comes to apologize for hurting you, you must listen and forgive him. I couldn't help it, Baba. What I tried to tell you, Reuben, is that when a person comes to talk to you, you should be patient and listen. Now, we will not talk anymore about Reb Sanders. It's the beginning of the end for Hitler and the madmen. Okay, so that's what's going on in that chapter. So Danny comes again towards a little further along. They start to get friendly. You're a pretty rough fielder and pitcher, he said, smiling at me a little. He grinned at me. I have an agreement with my father. I study my quota of Talmud every day, and he doesn't care what I do the rest of the time. What's your quota of Talmud? 2 blot. 2 blot, around 68 this is, I stared at him. That's 4 pages a day. If I did 1 page a day, I would be happy. Don't you have to do English? Oh, of course I do, but not too much. We don't have too much English work at our yeshiva. Everybody has to do 2 blot of Talmud a day. Not everybody, only me. My father wants it that way anyway. So he tells him something about his relationship. And he tells him about how, he says, I have a photographic mind, he tells him. He recited about 1/3 of a page of the Talmud. Well, the Talmud is a book, or a series of books. It's not, Talmud means to study again. LMD is to study. So it's a word based on studying. It's studying the Bible, or what they call the Torah.